Belief formation is not a metaphorical process. It is a biological event. When a belief is born, distributed neural systems synchronize, sensory cortices register input, the amygdala assigns emotional salience, the hippocampus binds context, and the prefrontal cortex evaluates coherence. What matters is not accuracy at this stage, but meaning and relevance. Dopaminergic signals mark the belief as worth keeping, strengthening synaptic connections through long-term potentiation. This is why first impressions matter neurologically. Early belief circuits gain structural priority. Once encoded, beliefs are no longer ideas we hold. They become circuits that hold us, influencing perception, attention, and future learning before conscious reasoning even begins. The brain does not ask, "Is this true?" First, it asks, "Is this important?" Emotional circuits, especially those involving the amygdala, operate faster than analytical pathways in the prefrontal cortex. When emotional salience is high, belief formation bypasses slow empirical evaluation. This creates a structural asymmetry. Emotionally grounded beliefs feel subjectively true even when empirically false. Scientific reasoning requires executive inhibition, suppressing affective certainty long enough to test evidence. This is cognitively expensive, which is why science feels unnatural. The conflict between myth and science is therefore not ideological. It is neurocomputational, rooted in competing neural pathways optimized for speed versus accuracy. Beliefs persist because they are rewarded, not because they are correct. Dopamine does not encode truth, it encodes reinforcement. Each time a belief reduces uncertainty, affirms identity, or gains social validation, dopaminergic circuits strengthen its neural representation. Over time, the belief becomes self-reinforcing. Evidence supporting it feels good, while contradictory data triggers discomfort. This is why repetition, not accuracy, predicts belief strength. From a neural perspective, misinformation succeeds when it hijacks reward systems more effectively than corrective facts. To change beliefs, one must redesign the reward landscape, altering what the brain finds reinforcing, rather than merely supplying counter-evidence. Once a belief survives initial formation, it undergoes consolidation during memory processing. The hippocampus integrates the belief with autobiographical memory, while emotional tagging determines its long-term stability. Sleep plays a critical role here. During consolidation, neural replay strengthens belief-consistent associations. Importantly, beliefs encoded alongside emotion become resistant to later correction, because challenging them threatens not just knowledge but memory-linked identity. This explains why people remember how a belief felt, even when they forget how it was learned. At this stage, belief is no longer informational, it is structural, embedded in memory architecture that guides future interpretation. Mature beliefs do not exist in isolation. They form networks, interconnected cognitive architectures that filter reality. Each belief node supports others, creating systemic resistance to change. The prefrontal cortex may evaluate new data, but it must negotiate with an entire network optimized for coherence, not truth. This is why single facts rarely change minds. They attack nodes, not architectures. True belief change requires network-level reconfiguration, introducing alternative frameworks that preserve meaning while allowing revision. From a neuroscience perspective, education fails when it targets information, and succeeds only when it reshapes belief networks at the architectural level.